Hi everyone, this is Ivy Arts again and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this DIY journal, which I'm going to use for 2021 bullet journaling. Before we begin, I just want to show you what I used last year or maybe in 2018, I think. And I actually didn't finish everything, so I'm going to make another one like that. And I have this black one also, which I'm thinking if I'm going to use it this year. And this one, I also made this from black construction paper, or yeah, like the Astro Brights, but this is black. And this is my journal for 2020 there. So I started in February, and then I have everything like that using my jelly roll pens. And unfortunately I wasn't able to keep up. I stopped in April. Yeah, so that's the last one because I got really busy with school, and I'm also teaching, so I kind of stopped. But I plan to complete this year. So I just use a regular paper here. It's 8.5 inches by 14, and then I have 100 pieces of that. So we're just gonna fold it, just make sure everything is straight, and make a crease in the middle. So I already made one for myself, and I have this 100 pieces, and I used paper clips for them to be in place, for all the papers to be in place. So what I'm using right now actually is I want to double it because I don't want to see the marks on the back. So we're going to glue the side where it's open, and the closed side will be our pages, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think you can understand with with me showing you what I meant, right? So we're gonna glue this side, and I'm gonna use a tacky glue, and we're gonna use the brush as well. So okay, let's glue this together. And yeah, I just use a palette, so it will be easier to just spread the glue to the side or on the side. Yes, like that. Okay, I suggest you use brush to have an even spread of the glue, and it's okay if you have extra glue on the side, because anyway we're gonna cover that with another construction paper, so that should be okay. And while you're doing this, you're gonna press the papers together so that you make sure that you glue all the pages, and not inside each page or into the pages, but just the side, if that makes sense again. And then I'm going to press there so that it will be nice and clean, and we're just going to let it dry. So I took a folder, and I measured the thickness of my journal. So this folder is already used, so you're just going to recycle it. And I'm going to cut a piece for, it's just like a backbone. You may use a cardboard for thicker backbone if you have one. I have a foam board and a cardboard, but I think it's too thick, so I'm just going to use this folder. And then I just measured again the thickness of my journal. A while ago I cut a little extra so I can use it to, I'm sorry, I can use it to glue the front and the back page. And then I use the other side of the x-acto knife, which is not the pointed side, just to create a crease right there, and fold it like so. So yeah, make sure don't cut it. So just like that, just to create a crease. And then we are going to put glue on everything all over it. So I use this paper. This is a scratch paper. There's already a stain there, so yeah, just brush it all throughout. And using brush is really a good idea to have an even amount of glue that you put there. I like this tacky glue. It works with paper, fabric, boards, and they don't dry really fast, which I still have time to, you know, to pick up whatever I need to or search for something. And well, it dries faster than a liquid glue, regular liquid glue like the Elmer's glue, but this one is like really strong hold, and like that. So just kind of like hold it all together, and then we are going to get our paper clips. Yeah, you're gonna press everything there, so put the paper clips there just to hold it, and while waiting for it to dry. Okay, there we go. So just a quick story. When I was in college, you know, we have a lot of books to buy, but when you're in the university, especially in the Philippines, most of us, we don't really buy our books. We just borrow books from the library or from our instructor and make a photocopy of the entire book, and we bind them personally. Well, I do. And yeah, that's how I learned how to bind books. So now I've got this cardboard from this transparency film, and then I'm going to use this one later to just protect my journal. And then I'm going to use this cardboard to cover the front and the back of this journal. So like I said, you know, we make copies of the book just because during that time we don't really use the internet so much, like, you know, online classes and have PDFs. So everything is like you have a tangible book. We don't have an online book, I may say, or yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna glue everything here. You can either just glue the sides of this page or everything. Anyway, this glue is nice because it's not too wet, so it's not gonna crumple your paper. And just make sure that everything is straight. And yeah, that's one thing. What's good, that another good thing about this tacky glue is it works really well and it doesn't damage your paper that much. And then I'm going to use the other end of the x-acto knife, so just to create a crease like that. And yeah, so I don't want to cut that just because I'll use that just to connect with the other cardboard. And then glue it. Tacky glue is actually strong, so I recommend using tacky glue instead of just a regular liquid glue. So because this one has more polymer, so it's more durable and easily dries. And then press. Okay. Then we're going to work on the remaining part, and of course I'm not going to use all of them, so I'm just going to cut some parts there. And I used a little more than half, and then put glue. So yeah, the reason why I created a journal just because I don't want to spend another bullet journal, because I just want to make use of what I have right now, because I have a lot of papers, and what I use for copy papers for printing is the 8.5 by 11 inches, and this one is 8.5 by 14. So I don't really use this much, so I might as well just use a journal, make a journal out of it. Although this one doesn't have a like, you know, the dots, so it's not dotted line, but it's okay because I want just to draw freely, so it might be my scrapbook or whatever purpose I want to use this for, but primarily for journal. Bullet journaling. So you notice that on the beginning of the video I showed you a pink and black bullet journal, which I am kind of having a second thought. Anyway, so I have these papers. I am deciding which ones to use for my cover, and it's kind of like the wooden neutral theme, but I don't have a lot of those because it's only like one page for each design. I have a lot of cardstocks with different designs, but they're too colorful. I want to be like neutral this year. And if I'm gonna use this, I don't know, it's not balanced because I want to have that brown, dark brown lines, and I only have one there. But yeah, this one I like this because of the stamp, but I want to get the tag as well, but I can't use it because I have to cut it, and I only have one of that. So I'm thinking not to use it. And this one, I have two of these. Actually, it's powder blue and brown. And yes, so I think I will just use that one instead. And then I'll just go with the design inside, like go with neutral theme and nature, something like that. Whatever comes in my mind later after I when I start setting up my front pages of my bullet journal. And so I made sure that the lines are straight as well. So this one is easy to work with because it's checkered, and there's already, you can just follow the line to have straight edges, which is really cool, like that. So that will be my front page. Sorry if this video is kind of long, but I just want to make sure that I showed the step-by-step process and how to do this. And I was thinking a while ago not to do voice over, but well, here I am. And anyway, maybe it helps somehow. There. So I just used a little glue here, and I think it's perfect. And then what are we going to do next is, what did I do next? I don't know. Maybe cut the sides. Yes, cut the side of like the thickness of your book or your journal, because you want to be able to fold the cover as well, like that. So it's just like you're covering a book. I don't know about you guys, but in the Philippines, we cover our notebooks, our books, just to protect it, because we're going to use them for the whole year. So we don't want to have like a notebook that's already dirty and damaged. I always use the word damaged. Okay, at the end of the year. So that's why we protect our books and notebooks with a plastic cover, and that's how we cover our books. And I'm just gonna cut some extras there like that, and we're gonna do it on the other side as well. So here what we're gonna do is kind of like make a crease, but we are going to fold the sides like a diamond fold, or triangle, I would say. What did I say? Diamond, triangle, and like that on both sides. Sorry. Oh, okay, I thought you can't see it, but yes. And then just fold it, make a crease. So this cardstock is actually thick, so just press it really hard, not too hard. Okay, like that, and then just press it. Oh gosh, I'm still halfway of this video, but I hope you're enjoying so far. Please stay at the end until the end of the video. And we're almost done actually, so we're just gonna put a tape here just to keep everything in place like that. It's okay if we put a tape there, it won't show later because we're gonna cover that side as well. I use a cardboard, not cardboard, but a folder, but it's thicker than the red one, and it's gonna be brown. So yeah, there you go. And put more tape on the back. So what are we going to do with this flap on the other end? I call it ears. So what we're gonna do is fold it and tuck it in inside the skeleton or the backbone. You can also cut it, but I don't want to because you can see the red color. So what I'm gonna do is just tuck it in like that. Do it for both sides, and there. So just make sure everything is tucked in. And yes, I'm done and ready to cover the rest of the journal. And like I said, this is easy to work with because it's already checkered and you can really easily get straight lines, which is an advantage. So like that. And carefully straighten everything like that. Okay. So there. See how strong the glue is? And then cut the extra because you don't know, you might be able to use that later on. We are almost done, I promise. After this one, we're just gonna cover the sides of the inside of this journal with the blue cardboard or folder, and then put the plastic over it to protect our journal. So I decided not to put elastic anymore, you know that the elastic, so it will keep the journal close. What do you call it? Because I just want it like that. Maybe later on if I can find a brown elastic. What I have right now is white and black, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna put elastic later on, but for now I like it that way. So we're almost done. How many times did I say almost done? Just 10 minutes, guys. Yes, 10 minutes more. 10 more minutes, which is correct. 10 minutes more or 10 more minutes? Comment down below, because it's like if we have a test, if I say 10 more minutes, some would say, what do you mean, miss? It says 10 minutes more. And so when I say 10 minutes more, I think either way is correct. So now I took my brown folder. It's Halloween. I don't really use much of Halloween designs, so might as well just use this folder. Yeah. Okay, so I create a line exactly the same size as the length and the width of this journal, and of course I kind of make it shorter, so I created inner lines and cut a smaller version of it and there you all kind of have an idea already. So yeah, we're gonna do that one to have a cleaner look on the inside. And so of course, let's put a glue again, a glue. Yeah, so let's glue that. You can just put glue on the sides of this paper. That should work just fine. Okay, there you have it. And we are going to put it inside like so. So make sure that you are going to, like, you know, the end, you know, where it touches the white paper, it should be really along the line to cover any white colors there that shows. I don't know what I'm talking, but I guess you understand, right? Okay, and the second one, there you have it. I actually prefer to like talk while I'm doing something, but however it's like kind of noisy in my background, so I just decided to do voiceover, which is not a hassle, but additional time, you know, because you can just talk while you're doing it. And let's clip it again so that everything will stick really good. Okay, and so while I am waiting for it to stick together, I'll get my transparency film, and then I'm just gonna not really cover, but just put it on top of like the front cover cover of this journal to protect the paper. And then I am going to cut actually this is for the, I call it skeleton, right? Did I call it skeleton a while ago, or a backbone? spine. Whatever. Okay, so it will serve as the spine of our journal. And also I made sure that the lines are also the same, right? So here's what we are going to do. We are going to glue this transparency film like this, and then glue the transparency film and the paper just like on the side, on the end, like that. Okay, and do it for on both sides. We're almost done, like I promised, 6 minutes. Yeah, so imagine I'm talking like 20 minutes straight, like giving a lecture. And both sides, there you have it. And then I just realized I have a double-sided tape, which is not too thick, which is really good. And I am going to put a double-sided tape here so that I don't need to put a glue, which, because I don't want to put glue on the transparency film, just to make sure that it's clean. So, well, this double-sided tape works really good as well, because it holds the paper. They stick really well. I got it from the Philippines. I know we have some here in the United States, but I kind of like this one. When we went there in 2017, I bought like 2 rolls of those because this is the type of double-sided tape that I used when I was still teaching. You know, during the time when you use papers, butcher paper, manila paper, and write all your instructional materials there, because that was way back in 2000. I started teaching in 2004, and so yeah, we don't have screens in our classroom yet. So yeah, so here I just kind of like, I'm always saying like, actually, to be honest, I don't want to use like the word like often, because I hear it so much just everywhere here. So as much as possible, I don't want to use that. Okay, so I created a mark here using the x-acto knife and cut the extra transparency film, and there you have it. And so the problem that I have here is the backbone or the spine of this journal is not covered with transparency film. So I decided to use the extra film to cover the backbone. No, not backbone. I'm just going to use the spine, the spine of this journal, and then used the brown masking tape, which is like a washi tape. In Japan, actually, the washi tape, they call it masking tape. So I have that. I like it because it's brown and it blends so well with my dark brown and baby blue theme of the cover. And then I put it under the brown cardboard and glue it again, and do the same thing on the back. I kind of cut a little transparency film that's extra, and then do the same thing. I got a little piece of clear tape just to hold it in place, and then use the brown masking tape / washi tape. It's like a really huge washi tape, huh? So yeah, it's a masking tape. Okay, there you have it. So now we have at least a design. So, but the purpose is really to cover the side of this journal with a film as well to protect it. Okay, there you have it. Yes, yes, this is really true. We are almost done. 1 minute, I would say, almost 2 minutes, really. So there you have it. This is our journal, and I am going to put what do you call this? A ribbon. Okay, that will serve as my bookmark for this journal. And I got this grayish kind of ribbon. I put it inside, tuck it in, just like this one right here. And I still have clips, and I decided to use the heart clip. Actually, that one was the anchor clip, and I changed it to a heart clip. So, oh yeah, I have various clips here, and I used the heart clip. Okay, and there. So the ribbon is kind of long, so I have to cut it and glue the ends using the tacky glue. Like I said, the tacky glue works well with paper, fabric, ribbons, and whatnot. And then fold it and glue it. So there you have it. We have our paper clip bookmark, and there. So you can use it to clip the pages on top or on the side. Where's the side? There. Oh, not yet. There you go. Oh, I'm like so sleepy right now. So there. Okay, so that's the journal. I hope you like it. And if you do, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for more videos. Thank you so much, guys.